3 for the Celtics. Jason Tatum is all in. His first game in Boston in these Eastern Conference Finals. Jimmy Butler hoping to get his vets back with him. PJ Tucker, Kyle Lowry, both game time decisions. Welcome to Playoff Central Live, presented by State Farm. Chris Miles here with...
He carrying his own coffee? He got them carrying his coffee for
Oh,
him?
he big time, yeah.
That's the big face coffee.
Hey, big face coffee.
Zeke,
big time.
it's $50 a cup, all right? No, you don't even carry it yourself.
I'm putting that coffee on latte layaway.
That's Zeke, that's 3D. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals coming your way at the top of the hour. In order to get you ready for Game 3, we have to look back at Game 2. The newly minted Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart, returned after missing Game 1 and was phenomenal. He finished 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. His playoff career high 12 assists and 3 steals showcase why he's so valuable. Jaylen Brown has been on fire from long range, making 4 threes in both games of the series. He led the Celtics, 9 made shots in Game 2, and the Celtics made 9, their first 11-3 in the win. Jimmy Butler has been the most reliable star for Miami, averaging 35 points per game in this series. He's going to need help if the Heat are going to win in Boston. Jaylen Brown tweeted late January that the energy has shifted. Maybe this is what he's talking about. Since around the time of that tweet, the Celtics have lost back-to-back games just once and are winning bounce-back games by about 16 points. Let's check in with both teams ahead of tonight's Game 3.
He's the heart and soul of this team, and he sees something, he's going to say something. So whether it's by how he plays or using his mouth, I mean, he does it all.
I feel like Smart and I have similar leadership styles that we say a lot and get on one another, but we expect to be held accountable ourselves too. So it's one of those things that it's great to have him back around and have that voice back.
What would that mean if you could have Kyle back, and what kind of burden does he alleviate from other guys?
He has experience and the resume and that calm that you can't necessarily put a weight to it. You just know what it means to your team, especially in a building like this, on the road.
Kyle's been, out for a little bit now, so to get him back, his energy, his experience, his wisdom, to have him out there, another guy, to battle. We need him.
What would it take to ever get PJ Tucker not to play the game?
I don't know. All of us are. You're kind of on eggshells when you're dealing with him. Like you can't ask him how he's doing. Then I can't ask a trainer, because if he sees me talking to a trainer, he barks at me and yells at me to stop talking to the trainers. But he is a throwback by every definition of that.
Spo hilarious about PJ Tucker, but as you know, this show is interactive, so you see that QR code on your screen. Go ahead and put your phone up to it. What will happen in Games 3 and 4 in
Good
Boston?
basketball.
Well, hey, we know we're going to get that
basketball
with these two teams. But speaking of which, there's a champion in Kyle Lowry who's been out the first 2 games of the series. Zeke, this postseason, Lowry has only played in 5 games. The Heat are 2-3 when he plays. When he does play, he's playing a lot of minutes, but not a lot of production. Just 8 points a game, under 5 assists a game. What can the Heat expect if they are able to get Kyle Lowry on the floor?
Well, his leadership and the playoff experience that he brings will be invaluable. And it may not show up in terms of points and assists, but in terms of getting the team organized, making sure defensively and offensively everyone's in the correct position. His leadership and his gamesmanship is truly important in a game like this. So, again, it's not about the points and rebounds that he brings, but the stability that he'll bring to the team on the offensive side and the defensive side, 3D.
Very similar to Marcus Smart. We know Kyle Lowry loves to take charges. I think the last couple of years have been 1 and 2 in the NBA of taking the most charges. So defensively, Miami Heat are really missing that. And we know Kyle Lowry is known to make big shots, end of quarters, end of shot clock situations. So if he's on the floor, his presence will help for sure for Miami.
A game-time decision, has been battling that hamstring injury the entire postseason. And you heard Coach Spoelstra talking about PJ Tucker. Right. Here's a guy who has had a good influence in the postseason for Miami. Got that knee injury in Game 2. Game-time decision for him. What does he bring to the table when he is on the floor?
he's a teammate's dream. And Zeke, you know this. Anytime you have a guy willing to do anything, meaning take that charge, oh, I'm going to guard Kevin Durant and do whatever. He's going to get 55 on me, but that's going to be the hardest 55 he's going to get.
Right.
I'm going to be all over him. Oh, you need me to make a corner three. Leave it. Splash. Oh, you don't need me to take no shots, Milwaukee? You need me to play 38 minutes, just play defense and take 0 shots? Yeah. That's a teammate's dream, Zeke.
Yeah. And we win.
And we win.
And we win.
The championship.
Yes. That's what it's all about.
Well, we know what those two guys bring to the table. There are two other guys for Miami that haven't lived up to expectations. Sixth man of the year, Tyler Hero. The numbers during the regular season, I mean, he put up, 21 a game? Thing is, he's taking 4 less shots in this series than he did during the regular season. So, Zeke, Miami needs offense. This guy was their most consistent offensive player during the regular season. What's going on in this series as far as his aggressiveness?
Well, his aggressiveness is there. However, so is Boston's defense. And, when you talk about the limited shot attempts that he's getting right now, that's what good defense does. Good defense takes away some of your shot attempts. So, therefore, you have to be more productive and more efficient with the less shots that you're getting in the playoffs. So what Boston has done, they've scouted him really well. They're making him put it on the floor. When he comes off screen and roll, sometimes they're trapping him. They're giving him different looks. When they switch out on him with a big man, Al Horford, those guys are big enough to stay with him, block shots. So he's got to figure out a way to get open to get more shots.
Yeah, the Heat need their former Kentucky guys to step up in a big way. Bam Adebayo getting up just 5 shots a game in this series, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Against Boston 2 years ago in the bubble, 22, 11, and 5. Really need him. Isaiah, let's go back to Marcus Smart. I mean, here's a guy who, in his career, this is his 4th time in the Eastern Conference Finals. He arrives, they draft him 6th overall. Now he's Defensive Player of the Year. His impact, it was on full display in Game 2 after he missed Game 1.
Defensive Player of the Year, and defense wins championships. And what defense allows you to do is when you're not playing well, it allows your offense to get on track. Now, what he does here, reads the defense, he sees the trailer coming, Williams gets behind the defense, throws the lob. So offensively, he's playing extremely well too, getting his team organized, making sure everybody's in the right spot. Again, no unnecessary help. Stays in the passing lane, is able to go down, draw the foul, get to the foul line. Key, no unnecessary help. Here, switches on the big man. Don't bring the ball down. That's where the vulture's at, big man. Bam brings it down. Smart knocks it out of his hands. And this is just like unbelievable. I can't believe this defender fell. I mean, Strauss. I mean, how?
Get up!
I mean, this is utterly embarrassing as a defender. Smart makes a great offensive move, but to fall like that, oh man, that's just terrible. Here, okay, we see Smart. All wide open. Y'all gonna leave me open for the 3? I'll knock it down. Smart came back, gave them energy. He gave them effort. But more importantly, what he gives them, what he brings to that Boston team on the road and at home is he gives them courage and he gives them the defensive presence, and defense wins championships.
Yeah, 1 rebound shy of a triple-double coming back in that way. Jason Tatum, you want to see some history and being amongst some elite company. Guys who have scored 25 or more in 25 playoff games at this age. Look at that. There's LeBron, there's Kobe, there's KD. Now there's Jason Tatum before turning 25.
Well, Zeke, for me, when we talk about guys getting to that next level of superstar, Jason Tatum now is really seeing the game. Only took 13 shots, under control.
Yeah.
Saw where the double team was coming, Chris. Making shots when they need to, where some of these young guys think, I got to be a volume shooter. I got to get up 20 shots tonight. Just do what you do. Read the defense, because the ball's going to be in your hand. Make solid decisions. So that's why I appreciate where Jason Tatum is now in his career.
Yeah, the evolution of Jason Tatum is starting to be scary for the league. Speaking of an evolution of a player being scary for the league, this guy, Steph Curry and the Warriors, 2 wins away from going to their 6th